I'm sitting here with my friend Scott, pronounce your last name.
Griessel.
Griessel. And the reason I've asked him to be a part of my blog today is because he gave me a advanced copy of a movie that he has made, a documentary called Asphalt Gospel.
6 people set out on a mission to change the face of Christianity in America.
We're walking across this country because this faith matters to us a lot.
As a lot of things, it started out in the internet age, so the internet was a big part of Crosswalk America. The group had put out a call to anybody who wanted to walk for 5 steps, a mile, a day,
right.
A couple days.
And the walk, by the way, was from Phoenix all the way to
Washington, D.C. It was based on 12 affirmations of Christian faith that are called the Phoenix Affirmations, and they include such things as full inclusion of gay, lesbian folks, bisexual and transgender folks. Also, openness to other faiths and other paths that God may provide. It also includes separation of church and state.
It's kind of like the anti-contract of America.
Yeah, that's right. The contract. We were in some very conservative churches.
You were on something called Jesus Radio in Texas.
That's right.
How did you get that?
That was an amazing experience too. One of the PR people, Dean Stover, had set up this interview with Jesus Radio in Farwell, Texas, which is right over the border from Clovis, New Mexico. Pretty conservative. There's a whole story to Clovis. You got to watch the film. Eric and Rebecca are kind of putting on their armor for this because you really don't know what you're going to get when you walk into
something called Jesus Radio.
Jesus Radio. I mean, you're very likely to just get jumped and to have people hitting you on theological grounds. So the first thing happens, they walk into the radio station. This great big guy gives both of them a big hug and says, I think what you're doing is wonderful. The radio show host says, that the religiosity is getting in the way of the Christianity.
The religiosity, all of that has gotten in the way of the Christianity.
These are people who are conservative Christians, and I would say in many ways have a literal interpretation, but they get it. We were amazed. It's one of the things that we learned is that what we think about some of the people who are out there, some of those conversations aren't nearly as scary as they might appear to be, and we may be a lot closer together with people than we really think we are sometimes.
My favorite character in the whole piece was Professor Crickwater.
He is a purposefully houseless guy. He likes houseless, not homeless, and he'll correct you on that. Is a lot about being on the road and walking. So when he finds something...
And he's also very connected to the earth.
Very connected to the earth.
It's like a baseball game. Mother Nature bats last. You mess with Mother Nature's going to kick your butt because Mother Nature's the home team. We're just the visitors.
He walked all the way from Oakland to Phoenix just to be a part of your group.
Right.
You told me before that he taught you a lot of things.
He reminds me of, he's somewhere of a cross between John the Baptist and Gollum from the trilogy.
There was a scene in the back of a church.
One of the protesters came inside. She's a woman named Mary Mashmeyer. She tended to be one of the kind of more virulent people who was there.
It was the look on her face, the sheer anger, and it was, it was being directed at people who were just singing gospel music.
Interestingly enough, and one of the things that comes out in the film is that this group is an anti-abortion group and an anti-gay rights group. And they didn't start out as anti-gay rights protesting in front of this particular church, but when they figured out that there were gay and lesbian people there, you can sort of picture them running back to their cars and pulling out the other signs and saying, woohoo, we really hit pay dirt. Yeah, exactly, 2 for 1.
It's a fantastic documentary. It's beautifully edited. The story is wonderful. People of great courage who have made a decision that they want to do something for themselves and for people a lot of people that they don't even know. And that's really what the story is. And the little adventure that they have as they walk along the path.